Hey up, I'm Rhythmical Mike, and I've been given a question by our ITL friends on how to make poetry more engaging and interesting for young people. So I'm going to give you a bit of a background of who I am and why I steered towards poetry, why I think it's important for young people to consider poetry as a way of expressing themselves and using it as a cathartic tool, and also I'm going to give you a bit of a go away tryout and exercise. It's got 100% success rate. I've been to prisons and primaries and Prus all over, and it's been really well received. So I'm going to show you all this now. I did not do well in my education. I got asked to leave my primary school, which takes some doing, went on to secondary school, and the same happened there, and I flopped it. The only thing I left school with was a certificate to tell me I'm dyslexic. So that was all I knew about myself, that I'm stupid, I can't spell, I can't write, I hate poetry, and just to stay away from reading and writing. So I went on my own journey. I worked on the farm, I did rubbish jobs, worked in Thornton's, and then went travelling. Now while I was travelling, that's where I discovered my passion. So a few years in, I was in South Africa, and I got a phone call from my dad who explained I'd lost a friend back home to a knife crime incident. While I was in South Africa, I was taking observations of primates, as you do, and we had a pad and pen with us. So we're all asked to take every 2 or 3 minutes an observation of what you've seen a monkey do. When I received this phone call, I took the day off, took my pad and pen with me, and just went and wrote for the whole day. I never wrote a thing before, I just stuck well away from it, but this was different because it mattered to me and it was something that meant a lot to me. So I went and started writing, and it was the most cathartic, beautiful experience I'd ever been through, and that was me then. I felt like I discovered a superpower. So I was going around South Africa and other places just writing down my thoughts and feelings and going back into my past and writing from that again. Eventually I came back from travelling, but this time I was equipped with a passion. So I got home, I performed a poem to my dad in the kitchen, and it was the first time ever we felt we're properly connected, and he was asking genuine questions of this new interest that I'd got. I started performing on different stages all over the UK, and sharing stages with people that I've always looked up to and never imagined meeting, like the Rizzle Kicks, Russell Brand, the Streets, and going to festivals. And poetry, honestly, I can only say saved me, and it came to me in a moment, but then started taking me all over places and connecting with people over a common interest. When I go into schools, I try and express how we could better our poetry experience and be quite creative with our lesson planning and learning. My experience from school was analysing old ancient artists, which felt quite contrived and didn't relate much to me. It's my belief that if we can get young people engaging, using their own experiences, own words and own stories with poetry, then later down the line when we get them to analyse it and look at older artists, they're going to have a more genuine appreciation for the art of writing and poetry. Here's an exercise I take everywhere with me, so I'm going to get a helper on the bus and we're going to get creating. What you don't need, you can always find a way, but what we're going to use is paper, some scissors, got a pen, we've got a, what are they called?
Glue stick.
We've got a glue stick, and where's my phone gone? And a phone. So what we're going to do is look through artists and lyrics that we like from different musicians and take them lyrics to create a poem. It's called form poetry. We're going to write 3 lines each, so we're going to have 6 lyrics between us. The phone is to find the lyrics. Okay, now we have 3 lyrics each. We're going to cut them out. We do have some scissors, that's a real handy thing to have, but you don't need them, you can rip them if you want. Okay, now what we're going to do is take each lyric that we've got and we're going to fold them into tiny little squares. Let's go. If you're working in a primary school, you've got to let them know that it's a race. Right, so now we've got all our lyrics and we're going to put them all together. So if you're working in a team of 5, that should be, oh no, maths. 3 times 5, 15 lyrics all together. And you put them all in and you jumble them all up. Now, what we do is we take one at random, we look at it, and then we stick it at the top of another page. Where's the Pritt stick gone?
There it is.
Now we go in that order and we keep picking one and sticking one, picking one and sticking one. Guess what happens? You'll see. You get a poem out of this.
Woohoo!
Let's hear the masterpiece. What we think we become. Make your own destiny proud. We're the wild youth. We're the reckless. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone. So smile like you mean it. And that is how you make a poem out of nothing. So when you've got them reluctant students in there who don't want to perform for you, here you go. Simple idea.